Yo, what's up, everybody? RageCage20 here, back with some more Icon for Hire. Now, unfortunately, seems Icon for Hire. I get some views, but did not seem to be very popular. Unfortunately, doesn't seem very sought after. However, I don't care about that because this band is awesome, and I want to listen to more of their stuff. I haven't jumped into the album yet, but this is not counting the prelude, the instrumental prelude. This is the second one in the same album. Now, the other two that I listened to were from bonus tracks from this album, the Amorphous album. But I'm interested to see another video from them. Just felt like it today. And this one seems to be going off of the same kind of, at least just from first glance, the same kind of mental health subject matter of the last video. So I'm excited to see more from this, and I hope it's as badass as the other two songs that I have heard. So let's get it.
Oh, I swear my emotions are the enemy. Be dead by now if I'd have done what they were telling me. Whisper lies, but they sound like half-truths. Confusing a sick mind isn't that hard to do. You say I'm a hopeless case, I'm a hopeless case. And you say I'm a hopeless case, I'm a hopeless case. I'm afraid I can't trust myself. Don't leave me alone. I
Just had to double check something real fast. Alright, this song. I got mixed feelings about this song. Okay. let me explain this one now. I would say simplify, but I'll probably make it more confusing, so I won't say that. let me spell it all out here for you. I had some thoughts in the middle there, and I was just kind of prepping something in the meantime because I didn't need to read anything. And the music video, well, entertaining. Kind of got one out, so it was one of those things. It's like when I thought about it after a little bit, I was just like, okay, I think this is what it is. Like, I think the song itself in general was a really good song. It was a solid song. Maybe a little simple, maybe a little done before a couple times, but overall, a good song. Definitely a good song. Everything about it was tried and true, good stuff. I think the problem that I ran into, this wall I hit in here, was that I think it was a victim of their own success, kind of thing. Like Venom was really good. I really liked Venom. That was a pretty good one. When I listened to Hollow for the first time, like let me give you a context here as to why I say what the success is I'm speaking of and why I say victim of their own success here. When I listened to Hollow, literally later that day, I probably listened to that song again. I hit the repeat button and didn't let it stop repeating itself probably 20 to 30 times the day I listened to it. That song was so good, and I was just looking at other songs just to check if there's any other song that stands in the way of competing with Hollow for the song I've listened to the most this year, whenever the next Spotify year thingy, I keep forgetting what it's called, I have it here somewhere, comes back around. And the only other ones I think stand a chance is The Death of Peace of Mind. That one's got a chance, by Bad Omens, and maybe 2 or 3 different Ouija Mac songs might stand a chance. Besides that, no other song I could think of has a chance of the most played so far, and it's only been 2 months in to the year. So yeah, I think it's just like that song was so fucking good. So I heard this song is just like, it's almost like no other song they maybe make can live up to that. So I expected it to, and I was kind of really disappointed, like right out the gate when it was going through the lyrics and whatnot. I wasn't getting that same feeling. I was just kind of like, hit or miss. But like I think that's what hit me at first there. So we're gonna give it that benefit of the doubt, and we're gonna go back through it here, and pick out some things that I liked. Now, I feel like from everything I've seen and everything I've heard, it sounds like Icon for Hire is just a 2-person group. And they usually hire a person or 2 on for touring and whatnot. So for me to hear these guitars and stuff come in and be very metal-like, guitars and drums and everything, and be very metal-like, and seeing a whole group, thinking like, did they hire people on just for this one song and video, or is this album a little diff and I've just been listening to the bonus tracks, or does it go back and forth? I was very confused by that. Right out the gate. It was heavier, it was more metal-like, it was different. I don't know. was very interesting. It caught me by surprise right at the gate. So let's go back through this bad boy here, and let's see what we can find. Let's see what little gems and treasures within this song that we can find. First off, love the scenery, love the mountain range, very beautiful. It just dropped the metal right out the gate. Interesting siren.
Oh, I swear my emotions are the enemy.
Very interesting sound there right out the gate. It's very it has this little bit of a strained kind of thin sound to it, kind of like kind of almost like what's like a voice someone makes when they're trying to imitate like an old witch or crone or something. Just kind of this like a little bit of strain, just kind of draw and stretchiness to the sound. Very interesting. Right out the gate with that, this quick little kind of slide in the note. Very interesting. Gets right into it. Some very fast kind of chords and stuff going in there.
Oh, I swear my emotions are the enemy. Be dead by now if I'd have done what they were telling me. Whisper lies, but they sound like half-truths. Confusing a sick mind isn't that hard to do.
I like that bar. Confusing a sick mind isn't that hard to do. With the way he was speaking half-truths and stuff. Okay. I like that. And it sounds like we have this bridge into the chorus. It was like we have some kind of harmony and group singing thing going on here. Very cool, very cool.
Confusing a sick mind isn't that hard to do.
Kind of like the sounds like keyboard sounds, like chords and stuff, and all this kind of openness going over the top. That's pretty cool. I like the energy. I definitely like the energy of this chorus. I like the notes that for the life of me, I want to be a contrarian and to make people mad and say Ariel. Just because that I didn't want to necessarily come off as a dick, but I was just bothered by this comment, and I don't know if they're watching this video right now. Sorry if you are. But I was just I was so wowed by Hollow, and I was just going through all the little bits and pieces like, oh, this is so cool, and like talking about all this stuff, and the only comment I get is, actually her name's spelled this way, it's pronounced this way. And it's just like, out of all the awesome that just happened and everything I discussed that we can have cool conversations about, this is what you chose to talk to me about? This was your chance, and this is what you took it on. That was upsetting to me. So sorry if you're watching this. I was a bit of a dick. I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, your priorities right now are upsetting me. But so I just want to call her Ariel. Just pronounce it Ariel, because it is technically Ariel, but it's pronounced Ariel. But I want to just call her Ariel just to piss people off. Anyways, I like the notes and just this is the tone and just kind of the passion in this chorus. It sounds really good. There's this background vocals going on in there as well. It's like, oh, like some like O's or ahs and stuff kind of like going on like underneath all the instruments and stuff. That's really cool. That's a really nice effect. I almost like just passed. I almost didn't catch that because of just all the mix of sound that was happening. I almost didn't recognize like, oh, those are voices. That's really cool. I just love the just rockin' beat this kind of just has here. I just kind of like the feel to it, both in the way, the rhythm, the delivery of the notes, plus the kind of the riffs and stuff, and the guitars and drums and everything. Just gives this kind of yeah. It's just you can just groove with the song. nice little distant in there to the chorus, little break, little pause, little sound effects section before going into the next verse. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like that. I like that.
It's more than a little maddening. It got me second guessing everything that's happening.
I do like the return of that kind of the aggression and grit in her kind of rapping voice, just like and all and whatnot. I do like that sound when she starts getting into her flow and getting into the words.
I think I'm in over my head. The more I think about it, the worse that it gets.
I will say that I think like the build and how that where that flow and everything was going, head and gets is a little bit of a little bit of a stretch rhyme there, but also just the kind of some of the really good bars in there. Like got me second guessing. He keeps talking about thinking and that's maddening, and that the more just everything about like second guessing, thinking twice. The more I think, just going through all this and I'm getting over my head and stuff, and the way that the end of the line is, the more I think about it, the worse it gets. That's a pretty good bar. But I don't know if that's the bar you end the verse on, you know what I mean? It feels like a little bit of a weak end to the verse and a little bit of a stretch on the rhyme, but it's alright. It's alright. It's okay. I like the clap sounds in here to kind of hype up the build into the chorus. It's pretty nice. It's a nice effect. So whoa, I didn't catch. Oh, I mean, I've definitely heard it, but like I didn't really focus on the first time. But I kind of like that. Nah, that's sketchy. I like that. I like the pickup before the instruments come in. That's really nice. Let's hear that again.
I'm afraid I can't trust myself. Don't leave me alone. I want me to fix myself. All I've ever known. How can I separate me from the remedy? I can't be sure.
I will say, I mean, this happens semi frequently. Most classic case of it is in NSYNC. I often try to which one did Backstreet Boys do and which song did NSYNC do? I think it was NSYNC, right? It's Gonna Be Me. That's NSYNC, right? Pretty sure. I don't know. But it's gonna be May. Switching the me to a May sound. It's commonly done for multitude of different reasons. I do like the switching me to May for remedy for that outer of the phrase rhyme there. That's clever. That's unique. I like that. Well, I don't want to say unique, but that's clever. That's a really nice switch up on the vowel sound there. Let's let it keep rolling here. I kind of like the vocal line here. I like how isolated it is, a little bit of the effect that's going on it, and just kind of the elongated nature of it. Kind of gives me some kind of like Disney movie kind of soundtrack, or just kind of like fantasy based game. Like first thing coming to my mind is like Brave, the movie, the redhead girl, or like Skyrim or something. Just kind of this big opening sweeping kind of melody line. That's pretty. I'm not senseless. Yeah, I caught that out of the corner of my eye. The first time I was just like, someone rose up behind her. Like, someone gonna take her out? And then I was like, oh, it's the kid. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? So I didn't notice that before, the blackening of the eyeballs there. But yeah, this section just kind of caught me by surprise when we went all like EDM mode for a second and like this heavy breakdown and whatnot. That was right before we get back into the chorus for the last time. That was pretty cool. I like that. I like that thing. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, nice little breakdown there. I like that little breakdown there, and then of course the openness and kind of quietness before as she's doing the chorus by herself before the chorus picks back up with everyone. You know, classic line. It's been done a million times, but it's because it's so catchy. You know, you can't blame people for using it because it's catchy as fuck. It almost has this like, almost this like childish sounding like nasal to it. Na 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 na. Like she's almost being like mocking or something like that. Like not in a bad way by any means. I like the sound. I like this effect on it. I'm just trying to suss out like what's happening in there. It just gets this little bit of nasal bite in there and just kind of has this kind of sweeping, almost legato-ness to the notes. Kind of, almost like a trill. Like, smooth. It's got this nice nasal bite on it. That's interesting. It's almost like a little sneering and it has like childish sound to it, childlike sound to it, I should say, and just has almost like sneering slide to it. That's fascinating. Nice harmony in there, a little bit more aggression on there. I like that. Switching to different notes here, changing the way the chorus notes are going there. I like that. Going up to a little bit higher notes. That's pretty sick there. I like that. Like those other voices coming in with it. Da. There's a nice touch there. I like that. While she's holding out this like long fucking belted note. I don't know if that's supposed to be her as like a kid or something. And showing the difference between the innocence of youth and what you become and all these problems you now have or whatnot. I don't know. But that's just where my brain goes. Like that. Little pause there and then yelled out. It's adorable. It gets flowers. Alright. Yeah, no. Second go through there, second glance. That is a good song. That is definitely a good song. It's catchy. It's got some good energy to it. Cool breakdown. A lot of like there. A lot of like about that song. A lot of good stuff going on in that song. Again, I think it's just I don't know. I was just so impacted, and just couldn't stop listening to Hollow because it was just like so unbelievably catchy. I didn't mind that it kept cycling again and again and again. That's just like I feel like it was almost like no song they could make was gonna live up to that. So I had a song had to take the hit for me to come back down to the right level of realistic expectation for them and whatnot. So It's probably more on me than anything else. But yeah, no, that's a good song. Nothing wrong with it. Now thinking about it again, I don't like. Is there a full band? If I've been lied to, or just done incorrect research, I do not know. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me here today. What next for Icon for Hire? No idea. I don't know if I'll start doing the album or peruse other videos. No idea. Might need a little bit more convincing now before I invest in a full album. We'll see. So, thank you for joining me here today, and I will see you all next time.